Alright, so this is something I'm doing for myself. I'm about to read every single one of my poems that I have published on this website, seeing if maybe it'll work better online or on YouTube, or something like that. But, I don't know. Either way, I guess I'll just start from chronologically the most recent poem and then work my way back. This one's called Explore My Mind. When I sleep, I do not speak, because to slumber is to die. When I hide behind my eyes, I do not know, I just realize. When I change the world, you'll know it, because my rivers flow will rearrange. When I get deranged, I'll hide it, because my river's bound to change. Don't know what the worth of the world is, because there's no price tag on existence. Won't show resistance is insistent, because we're all just reminiscent of our worth. We end in curses. There's no cursive or precursors of fate, just restitution for institutions that are lining in our wake. If to slumber is to die, then I realize we are impatiently immortal. Where's the portal to your eyes? Is it hidden for forbidden fruits with maybe not the loot? I can't shoot my hand on the trigger, yet my trigger finger lingers around these words. I'm a wordsmith, I made this up. What's worst is I can't wake up. What's worth it? If I can't wake up, take up arms against me, for your feet are soon to shatter. If in 2 words you saw me, it would be that of the Mad Hatter. Hazmat, wipe your eyes at the door, I implore you to explore. Here's another one I wrote called I Want the World in My Hand. I want the world in my hand, Atlas, I demand it, fingertips hold dust, scraping what we must, in between full musk, demanding what demons lust, wonder what we ponder, wander what we linger, Saturn turns around my fingers, calm haze in my palm, calm haze in my palms of song. Write a new Bible, so what? I'm liable. Let's not wait to ponder more. 407 years may be torn in heaven's ears. A man behind the sears is just a boy with many tears. Fears embalming, searing pain. Where's the lane change for the lost? That's pain famed for a cost. Change blamed for the taught defeat. Repeat these words and you'll linger. Retreat, I deserve Saturn's ring around my finger. I burn for the world in my hand. It's not a demand, I simply yearn for the world in my hand. Four breaths in. Questioning my age, this is just a phase. Train reaches new speed, impeaching as I bleed. Let the rapture come undone as I question it all. Let the pictures come to fade as I come to a fall, pondering my fate, knowing I will soon too pass, wondering my rage, knowing none will come to last. Let it out, breathe it in. The bitterness of nothing normal coming as a sin, shake about, come to spin. The winter is now coming, where spring should soon begin, where wondering of nothing worthy noting all the blunders lost, the hunters coming, bleeding tears when they see the Holocaust. Let it out. Breathe it in. Be soon as breathless wanderers wonder where to begin. Be as baboons to the new people as they're studying your skin. Let it out. Breathe it in. Act as actually breathless as this comes to an end. Let it out. Breathe it in. Wonder if knowing is really such a sin. Wondering if breathing breathless air is birthright to begin. Let it out. The Iron Heart. Hold down metal sprocket. My head is like a rocket ship at a loss for fuel. My body's iron center, heavy like a tool. Cruel intentions which? No brain, only need a stitch. No courage, only need a switch. No heart, all I need, that's rich. Build your whole life around one thing and have it bring you to the ground. Suddenly the birds who sing, sounding awful now, the baboons have wings, mocking your locked up chest. Behind these iron eyes never get much rest. Along came Dorothy. Iron meets the ants. We fought back, the munchkins now to dance. But still, woe is me. What I lost cannot be found. Damn that witch. My love is in the ground. That was about the Tin Man from The Wizard of Oz. I don't know how these things come to me, they just do. This one's about my quest in quitting smoking. These foes of mine creating holes in time. Every puff I take, my lungs shake. Every drag I revive the urges. The nicotine surges through me, constricting my veins like a boa, tricking my brain like so what? This is my battle cry, a dimly lit stick. One day I'll become sick, my life wick run down. I frown and shake my head, but still I fed and continue to feed my addiction. Friction burning through my fingers, paper on my lips. Filter, drink like potion. With magic I take sips. No, I slipped again, I smoked another. What would I think if this happened to my brother? It's atrocious, I declare, I swear. I don't even smoke in pairs, I smoke alone whenever I'm bored at home. Why do it? Every time I stop and start again, I feel like I blew it. Don't misconstrue it, I liked it once. I'll like it again if I continue. Blasphemy. Look at Cindy Lou Who. She's barely 30, yet she looks like she's 99. If I keep this up, I'll never find the time I wasted waiting in line, smoking, secluded like it was a crime, hiding and finding nickels and dimes for another pack of stogies. My mind is fickle rogue when it comes to this matter. I want to say, what's the matter? It's just one more. I can stop anytime I want. But that's like working on a 5-year plan and waiting to choose a font. It goes off track, and it's hard to bring back as soon as my life will be ashes. I'm my lungs' own fascist. The boa gets fatter, my face gets thinner. Am I cursed, or am I just a beginner? Only 1 year in now, too. The more I put it off, the more the foot is on the other shoe. It'll get harder to tie my shoes, as my hands will get shaky as a recluse, and I'll need another cigarette to soothe my broken body. It's not naughty, it's just bad. Let this be a passing fad. All right, Dad, I'll say I'm throwing the pack away. Every time I look back, I'll repeat this, and hopefully, through thick and thin, I'll never begin again. Now I have this thing. It's an e-cigarette. It works. It's not bad. This is a poem inspired from when I was a little bit more crazy. Like, literally. I had this character in my mind called the Blue Traveler. And this is a poem about that. I am the blue traveler, unraveled hues of blue much preferred. Inferred tracks untraveled keep me alive. Keep a heartbeat inside, not hiding. This old meat cleaver yet to die. I am the whirlwind spirit blessed, majestic by grace. I created a mess, troubled by time. The sky opened up once before my eyes. The one I blurred. My blurred face learned. The other disappeared, the other sneered. Adapt and conquer. I am feared by many demons. I am known by many dead souls. I wrote the death scrolls and brought them to life. Words my only weapon. Lies against the system. Blending in to begin the distance. Trending sin to my resistance. I am the blue traveler. I am the Bible by trade. I am the merciless force that keeps the night alive by coercing the sun to stay settled. I once shattered moonlight and buried its gold inside the rays of petals. My wings, not yet begun to speak. I tweak the energy in my human soul. I told God to take his tomb and glow, and he did. I lie. I say I'm crazy when reality is hazy for everyone else. I put my true life on the shelf. I wait for uncertainty to numb. I fumble around the old winter shack sum. The sum of 42 is why. A great man once told me that some people think that this is hell, and they never deny. I told him, oh well, the wise will never learn, for their yearning is for the urn. Oh, that's a joke about urn, like you get buried in. Oh, whatever. Death like a disease I once did conquer, with tricks of windows and doors. Again, death I did conquer. Ferrets say hollow goodbyes. Ghosts reminisce their demise. We all pine for something. I just like to travel. Never line the nothing, lest the death dust unraveled. I have bought the key and buried the book. I have brought the sea and caught the hook. I have been a double negative sometimes. I double, triple spy, always crossing the lines. I work for no one and someone too. I misconstrue my work for that of the devil, because I fought him on his level, and I beveled back. I fought the holy mission, forever in secret. I am the blue traveler, can you conceive? I have one word, believe. And that one's called Believe in the Blue, aka my true form, the blue traveler torn. This one's called The Turning Point. Seattle in a smoky haze, everyone in a tired rage, fighting for the people, words on a steeple, turmoil, wreckage. I forgot the message. The man in green looks at his posh watch as his life is picked up a notch. The van's seen driving away. I watch the vague doors slam. Sam I am. I become a becoming of Wall Street, a beckoning of incompleteness. He can never delete this. The green man repeats this. He runs, he picks up a gun, he acclimates the trigger with its new position. The hiring manager fired for his tradition. Sam, I'm becoming. Now the man is pickled Sue, always running. Seattle dusk settles, blood flows crystallized. Now we forget traditional ties. For the next 3 days as the red man's life just fades away. I hope you enjoy this so far. You might not, but there's always the off chance that you do. One is a lonely number in a crowded space. Two is a taste for something better, something bigger than ourselves. That crowded place turned to a warm embrace, no matter where you fell. Sell your soul for the wishing well. Be wary, traveler. 2 is the largest hell. 3, set sail for the sea. A 5th of Jack in your knapsack, and your name in your head. Let's go on an adventure, that's what she said. So Jack and me spoke in the treehouse. I would carry him kicking and screaming. I really have to say, that day the battle was gleaming. So we set sail, with our tails on our chests, and our thoughts in our heads. And a boat going backwards, I'd say we're better off dead. We sailed the isles, we sailed for the bay. It was all our idea. We got away, the waves hit, uncertainty hit too. No wit was good enough, nor any mountain low. And lo and behold, I saw the rivers fold, playing cards with nature, playing euchre with the wind. The cold set in, the burning nights. I said, everything will be all right. Then the white came. The wind stopped, the ball dropped, alcohol not working. We are cold, bitter, and tired. The end was lurking. The end. Alright, this one's called Weird Words. Knowing will get you lost in the never-ending abyss of sound. Knowing will get you lost in the vast supply of information. Inspiration, take it as a recreation. Know the pound key when you see it. Turn green if you want to believe it. Set the scene if you want to be in it. Requiem for a dream, we bound ourselves, own it. Prepare the shelter, impending doom. I barely felt her in the womb. A lost soul in a new posh palace. She reminded me of a girl named Alice. Never-ending rippled tide. We always try and stay alive. Pound the grass if you want to be one. Another lie. His unending pun. Get lost in the sea if you'll believe it. Quick wit, time change. Now the grass is rearranged while my life is split into 1,000 pieces. I don't even have to believe it. I can see it running around, seeing the town. Memory found, not a kid on a red bicycle, said the man in the pickle suit, en route to a new blue car. Get new dreams because dreams are what you make it, and you make it what you are. Knock knock, new door, that's weird. New floor, that's weird too. Listening, not quite the career. Never ask yourself why you are here. Tick tock, time changes. You do not rise your middle finger tosser. Knock the block off switch so close to your head. This one's called A Broken Friendship. A broken friendship, worlds apart. A loss for words, forgotten art, the undying web, no strings attached, the broken door, one unhinged latch. A broken bond, glass shattered, ropes wave like the sea untied, hands behind our backs we hide, like a plate never altered. A renewed friendship should never be altered. This one's an old one that I wrote, but I put it on here, and so it's next. Sitting thinking pen and paper, unlimited possibilities simulator, cause I am not a rapper, I'm a reader and a writer, and I write and I type and fight the fight with my mind all the time, and I can't unwind, so I just wind up and let it go, and I won't go slow, and I'll have you know my aspiring fires will grow and glow, and I just can't stop like an introvert watching a clock tick tock, and I can hear it now and I can hear it loud. But let's start again from around the top. Like, have you ever heard of one about the Russian cosmonaut up in the sky near the moon? So fly, then he heard the sound and he looked around. Tick tick tick, the sound was gloating. What could he do? He was still floating around in space, the cold embrace, the ticking sound all in his face. He tried to chase it down, but he couldn't find it, and in his mind he couldn't help but mind it. At the edge of sanity, where he couldn't let it be, he fell off the cliff and into the sea, where the strangest thing happened. He started tapping and clapping. You see, the tick turned to talk, and the talk turned to music, and that tick tock, I can't help but amuse it, because it's in my mind all the time, and I just can't stop, because I hear the clock, and from around the top, I am not a rapper, I'm a reader and a writer, and now I'm not a writer, I'm a tick-tock insider with aspiring fires that go brighter and brighter, and if I go deranged or if I go insane, my words would turn into voices, and my voices would say, we're not voices, we're choices, and my choices are clear, but not here or there, and I can hear them now, and I can't see them, because they're up in space, in a cold, cold place that I can only taste in retrospect, and these are things that make me respect all things, even regrets, because even regrets are choices that you just can't hear, because the voices that made them aren't so near or dear to your heart, because they're up in space for a lone cosmonaut's ears to embrace. Every now and then I'll just look over and smile. That's your reward for sticking through this with me. Alright. This one's called The Red Heart District. Kind of inspired by, The District Sleeps Alone Tonight by, that one band. Everyone knows that one band. Whatever. You, a thorn in my heart, your true form, blue and gray waist, red as but it tastes, golden black hair, roses in the air, sea salt saying sail on, but be strong, be wrong, but not broken, eyes often seen, outspoken, believe, a waste of 7 letters, conceive, flight without feathers, retrieve, life without light, revive, life without light. You don't know what love is till you've been to the Red Heart District. We don't know what life is, still we've been to the Red Heart District. They don't know what death does without the Red Heart District. Forever the streets roam, the flickering windows write poems. The devils dance on water, the levels stand the slaughter. The fathers hold their daughters, the sons mourn their winter. The houses stand to splinter, the Red Heart District stands alone. The Red Heart District, quite a tone. You don't know what love is till you've been to the Red Heart District. Oh. I just tried to use my computer as a touchscreen. Doesn't work. Not like you'd like it to. Alright, hold on. Oh, don't worry, there's more. I just clicked on an ad. Okay, here we go, back on track. Okay. This one's The Master's Poem, an inner perspective from Doctor Who, which occasionally I've been told that I look like David Tennant. That's always a good compliment. Alonzo. I've always wanted to say that. No? Yeah, I think so. Life is like a smoky haze, feel the crazy waves roll, let the troll take his toll and know what you will, I will too, 1 and 1 makes 3. If you count the heartbeat as 1, 2. fourscore and 7 years, tally the masses, count the ears, listening on walls, glistening the fall on call, roll over, count to 3, hearts on fire, let it be, 1, 2, 1, 2, hear the count, feel the movement on beat, mount the horses and retreat, feel the fall and repeat, 1, 2, who knew, this is what it would come to, do you hear the drums, do you hear the masses, do you hear the truth? The beat is slow like molasses, I am the master, I declare it, move faster, I can't bear it, move faster, I can hear it, move faster, I am the master. And that was like an episode or whatever, I wrote about it. So, I don't know. Oh, there's more. This is already like 22 minutes long, whatever. This one's called Redemption. I'm a man on a mission of redemption, coming alive with something inside of me. Poetry is inception. Do it right. Shake up. Take up arms. I am mad. This life is not a passing fad. Not a passing trend. The punches keep coming until the bitter bleeding ends. For every single step, for decades, I won't live through the motions. I will break through all mental barriers. I will not be chained to a phone carrier. My existence will not be uprooted. I will not be shut down. Take me to the ground, I fight back. I will run these lines around the track. I will thank the unrelenting fists for making me stronger. I will live longer. I will live well. I have been through hell. I will not return. My redemption burns, my revised mind yearns. This is a poem. Well, of course it's a poem. This is a poem, by the way. No, it's a poem that was inspired by Emily Dickinson. So I'll read it like a poet. I see the eye with twinkle in. Within the fly, the twinkle ends. begins to speak best between friends, for the eye, it does not end. The mirror sees me, it cannot tend. Influence affluent, the speak pretend. Pretentious wins, nobody fends, for the eye, it does not end. I crash rivers, pretense need be. I climb mountains, not burrow seed. Catch the worries, All Hallows Eve. For the eye, no need to see. The eye, no reap to seek. The eye, no tear to speak. For the eye, it does not end. Inspired by Emily Dickinson before I got my eye put out. So, fun fact for you. Okay. Here's a short one called Full Steam Ahead. It's about a bomb. Busy dew, steam to conquer, violet day, open wander, wind blows fast, open window, rain moves slow, full steam rainbow. Ears pop, legs drop, train whistle, full steam ahead, full steam missile. The end. Here's one that's called Death's Day Off. I say all the wrong things and I can't be bested. This life is a test and I am restless. I need not confusion of delirious views, the colors of old, coming to atone their fears. The old lady's face appears around the corner. The old lady calls the coroner. This life is a test and I can't be tested. Once upon a time I let the fickle let live. But this is a new coming homeward bound, inanimate, respiratory systems afraid of rebirth. The curse of humanity, fickle, brain first. I'm the worst, I know. Repeat it out the window. I am unimportant and I will not be used. Another worldly view. Shoot, bang, bliss. I'm addicted. It's like Groundhog's Day and the way the It's like Groundhog's Day. I keep on hitting page up with my thing. Let's comments. It's like Groundhog's Day and the way the groundhogs play. The wick burns at a 40-degree turn, leaving the bowling ball to pin the wind board. Nothing new. Misconstrue life and death. Once upon a time I had my mind. Bang, zip, whistle. My morbidity is fizzled out. Then again, once more, life is a roundabout. Alright, if you stuck around this long, then you'll really enjoy this one. I'm sure of it. Prize fighter with words, every verb I bend, every sentence I end. Come along with me, let's pretend. When the wind blows, a poet knows it. Then the poem he wrote goes toe to toe with it. Every line he writes, magic escapes. Every syllable is a kite of light in the black and blue fate. We let our minds wander, let's not wait to ponder more. What's the score if you're burning at the stake and I'm knocking down your door? What's more, if I'm late, I'll settle the score. I'll resurrect you and then stone the floor. Can there be peace and uncertainty? Let's rewind. Can we find the time of day with purity and precise allocation of synergy? It's all in our minds. Take a second and a millisecond more. The fire is still burning, so there's no time to explore. Townsfolk still yearning to destroy the what's more. Like, what is the future and what is the past? What is the suture for a black and blue mast? I can save you, lay low. Halo is a consolation prize. Tell me a secret and look into my eyes. I'll make sure you'll never see this untimely demise. I'll create a black hole outside your window that flows to rivers deep inside of me. No lie. No solemn place to hide. If you confide in me a secret, it's deep in my veins, and there's even a lane change for when it rains. Live free and let be, the fire is now deep inside of me. That's about like a witch that's burning at the stake, and I'm trying to save her with words. So, alright, we're over halfway there. This one's called I'm Like Neo, but More of a Poet. 30 minutes, by the way. If you've kept around this long, then I applaud you. I'm like Neil, but more of a poet. I know what I think. I drink from the well. Walter, I take to the brink. White, I take him to hell. Tell him I'm fine this time. I'm taking Breaking Bad with my rhymes. I'm waking up. Raise your cup. Base it. Look, I'm sad sometimes. Everybody is. I'm shouting sometimes. Tell everybody this. Tell him my name. Tell him my crimes. Like how my face is the same. I can't change my lines. Repetition on a reputation mission. Hypocritical time. What do you say? Breaking the shame. Break out these crimes. Breaking the May. Broken bones, anatomy poems, optometry roams. Yet eyes feel alone. I feel my demons, I stood my ground. Feel the lesions pound them down. I don't think you quite understand. I'm quite insane. Imagine the same. What I found is not tame. Where I stand, I taught my head not to be bland. I fought my mind. I said that I can. Maybe I'm odd. I'm not afraid of God. I'm not afraid of nightmares because when the sun blows up, the night clears. I took the whole universe and put it into a verse. In retrospect, I can't see what's next, but if you can see what I can see, then you could be the next me. Oh, no, wait. I lost my place. I got too wrapped up. I'll boil the recipe, stick in your bones. I'll write you a poem. Then you'll feel not like Mike, but more like me, and maybe not so alone. Another verse, I blew up the earth, so let's not play the shame game or any others. In fact, this next line is whack. An angel with orders will let you know we'll lose tic-tac-toe every time, then show your crimes, then chop off your head, you're dead. Now go to sleep, I'll resurrect you, and then redirect this poem. Your respect for me, it roams, I know. I'll take what's next, the hits, the roll, the tumble, put my hands to my back, no fumble. If my back cracks, no rumble. This life is a game. I feel the same. I know. The only difference is I'm a resident. I stay with my heart. Is resilient. It's weighed with a feather at bay. How do I end this? Not with a diss. Free love, free will. I want and I will. Let's stand. This is getting really long. I'm really sorry. I didn't figure it'd take this long. But hey, maybe you're enjoying it. Alright, now since we're in the 30-minute stretch, I'll spice it up. I'll do my I'm Not Crazy poem for a little bit of, fun. I think everyone will like that. Then I'll do Ghost to bring it down to a serious standpoint. And then I'll put it all together with the machine to play with words. And then I'll end it with the best poem I ever wrote, A City in Parts. And then maybe I'll put a song about sleep since it is like 3 a.m. for me. Whatever. I have class in the morning. No big deal. I don't need my laptop for this one. I'm not crazy. I'm just broken and hazy on what's truth and what's lies. Outspoken, the feeling of bright colored eyes. I change with the times. I beat out these rhymes. I don't commit crimes, but I want to. Beat down heaven and bring it to earth, or bring hope to birth, but not hope in the Pope, but hope in the curse of humanity. I want to travel and unravel what's been made. I want to bring home D-Day and call it a parade. I want to kill my mind or just unwind or find myself. Or find something worth finding, something worth more than wealth. And na 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 na, and life goes on and on and on and on and on and on. And maybe the answer to 42 is why not. Maybe the answer we lost is we fought. Maybe lazy people are just broken. Maybe politicians and lawmakers are outspoken. Maybe we're in heaven. Maybe we're in hell. Maybe love is just a spell. Maybe we can't know well. Maybe life is just this thing, and maybe birds sing because they have wings. And maybe being crazy is just knowing more than what we should. Like, we could be on the level, but fear and the devil throwing a fit makes us commit to things like social norms and belief in reform. And maybe I am crazy, and maybe I'm not. Maybe I lost this battle, but I'll tell you what, I fought. Okay. And ghost. I'm a ghost of my past self. I'm an echo on a wall. I walk my own way, the way I did before. I live each day, dying more than the one that's last. I love my life like a child loves a toy. I'm the destroyer of worlds. I'm the singer of squirrels. I'm the ignorant preacher. I'm the deathly, hollowed-out man. I'm the fake that nobody knows. I'm the adventurer who only found dirt. I'm the worm that clogged the machine. I went to the end of time and then I lied to myself about it. I am blue, I am red, I am gray, I am the patient nothing. Alright, and this should make that one make a little bit of sense. But glasses are going back on. Okay, hold on. I just have to reposition some things. Red. I don't know what I'm doing. Either I'm screwing with fate or God. My life is a fog mirror and I'm late to see clear. My reflection streaks. Am I at resurrection's peak? If I fall down, should I be afraid of the smoky haze? If I bow down, should I see the way of the okay phase? These paths we take, the past is fake. This is a PSA. I can see the colors moving, soothing my soul, paying the toll, looting the troll, immersed in the cold. I feel the root uprising and the sing for uncertainty. If today is the past, I will roll with the thunder. If tomorrow's the future, I will let my eyes wander. Clarity, that's all I need. It's the charity that makes me bleed. Why, God? And I started to pray. I asked for a wish, to know it was true. To not be someone with a gun or be like gum on someone else's shoes. He asked if I wondered. I said that I do. He asked if I wandered. I said I do too. He asked if I knew him, and I said nothing. I waited for him to say something else. While I waited, he put my eyes on the shelf. 1,000 years later, he said to my thoughts, 1,000 years later, and you'll know what you want. So I waited while my muscles burned. I was fated to take a turn. I yearned, and I earned my place. I kept to myself in my so-called fate. As I waited, I learned how to love and bring light to my chest and swords to my back. I learned how to love unknowingly and on the tacks I tread. I learned to forget how to turn back time, and today that is my greatest crime. The 1,000 years fate is a cake I'll partake in, because this 1,000-year fate is 1 year late, and I make my own fate I take in. With words, how can you counter? Black. I am unimportant and I will not be used. Neither will you. Poetry, it's new to me. I think, I write, I ponder. I plan, I act, I do. Do not misconstrue me. My color is true. Black is all, blue is nothing. Come back to me, or at least say something. Blue. I am the blue traveler, much preferred. If you ask my dreamer, I'm much inferred. I have a tongue for a shield and hands made of light. While I am typing, I always do things right. I make hard passes, hard things I must do. Black I will learn and call upon you. Black. Black cannot be contacted at this time. I'm sorry, his soul is mine. He did what he had to, and that is a fact. To just protect you, what do you say to that, Blue? Blue. No words to be said. He raced all these ideas around in his head. He turned to the TV and said, "Pair with red." The best poem I ever wrote, A City in Parts. The following is art. The following is the hardest part. Hashtag hypnosis, hashtag hipster, hashtag an example of pie. Sometimes I think that the more I learn about the world, the more I can change in it. Other times I wonder if ignorance is the key to immortality. Still, I come to the conclusion that thinking a thought is far from scientific, so I save the idea for another day, life, or year. The more I think, the less I know. The more I change, the less I grow. The less I stray, the more turns gray. The more I wander, the less I want. The more I pray I may have my day. Here's the lessons, let years be taught. Part 1, forest rhymes with city. Lessen the key, break the lock, set scene, forestry. Like a dog in the fog on a log I encountered. I have my ways, in a voice that I pondered. A road yet wandered is kept in heart, said a voice on yonder. Chill roses, cheeks dusk. To be fair, I replied in a civil new tongue. A hair unkept is stray in part. The dusk settles. Inept new learning styles to teach kids. Grass changes. Dew rises, leaving Seattle in a smoky haze. Apart in half. North staff, remember, set guns to phase. Behalf of setting the scene of Charlie's untimely demise, I will now take you to the place he called home for an unmarked amount of Electric May was the name of the foggy day where the confused man chose his path in his dollars turned to. This is just a phrase. My mind's own whistles. Is this even a phrase? Garden. Train station. Is this all a dream? Hashtag claymation. Science. Tech. Theory. Fickle. Get out of the way, said the man in the overcoat that was dressed like a pickle in a displaying emotional fashion. My soul's new crystals. Woman, 12 o'clock. Part 2. Crystal rhymes with missile. Set around Christmas time where a man finds for the first time he is dying, he stands tall. It's all okay. Clumsy wind tickles. October's dreams move so fast. Coal burns nickel. Seasons lost, soon to pass. Eccentric quarter, fall. Wiggle down will. Never fickle, never can tell. Restless, meanwhile, 12 turns to. Better out than in, I always say. Shock, wobble, Spock, and a movie reference. Part 2 of one half. If I die today, tomorrow revived. If the machine uncapped, I stay alive. Checklist, life. Box, insanity. Square, clarity. Check it, equilibrium. Heart breath for a second or a millisecond more. The fire, it burns inside, so I'm knocking down the door. Witches stay alive, so we nail him to the floor. Bored, civil unrest, always wanting more. Super protest. Poor Saint Nick. Antics protect. 1. Indecent holler. Blue stands for tolerance. Gun. Pie. Iron meets the ants. Hollow for sure. Miss? The true floor now chants, forever unsure. Behind your eyes you never seem to rest. I'll find the gleam men cannot test, meaning I'll find you when the stars are cheating. I'll lose the road, I'll burn the start. Fire to Spider-Man, our webs apart. Reckless, smart, wise, or witty. Tell me, oh reader, what rhymes with city? Hashtag Spock, hashtag winning, fun, pity, pun, a city in parts. And I won't tell you what rhymes with city because you can just rewind this video and find out. Alright, and I guess I'll do a song about sleep. Just cause this is the last poem, so I hope you've enjoyed this. And if not, then why are you still watching? Tick, 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 the sound was ticking. Time whistling past noon as I sat in my bedroom with nothing to do but listen to the hounds across the street, singing sounds quite unique in the windows of the widow who husband died too soon. Tick, 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 muscles twitch, my eyes gloom, bewitched on the sight of the swinging pendulum that relayed my bittersweet symphony. Everything is symmetry, everything is the same dream. I think that thoughts in my head are unseen. I'll be sleeping like a dead man soon. I tell the tale in my head with room to grow. It doesn't. The tiredness lurks. The perks of my comfortable mattress is formed to match wits with. Tick, 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 the sound was ticking, yet my mind, there was something missing. I'm behind the curve, my mind can't keep up with the words. My brain can't keep up with the turns. Trying to stay awake is like biting into a stale steak. It's hard. My arm is so far away and I can barely lift it. My legs so stray, they won't stay near me. Suddenly my eyes go black and I can't see clearly. Relax as the cataracts in my soul. At its best, my synapses rest as I prepare for the synopsis of what's next. Dream on. Time moves fast, but the ticking chime moves slow. Everything in my mind goes out the window. Yeah, so that was like pretty much all the poems. I say pretty much because there is more, but I won't bore you. That was a rhyme. I'm a poet, and sometimes I know it. But either way, this is 45 minutes long. And if you've actually watched it all, then you're probably my mom.